This PT365 on Vision IAS Culture, Classroom Study Material, April 2025 to November 2025. Firstly, I'm gonna cover the table of contents. The first topic is sites, monuments, and temples. In that, the topic is 44th UNESCO World Heritage Site in India. Tentative list of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. Second one is UNESCO's Creative City of Gastronomy. Third is Jora Gangam Lake, other temples in use, agriculture in Indus Valley civilization, Gundharm inscriptions, other sites in use. Second concept is sculpture, painting, and other forms of art. That is Bhagavad Gita and Natya Shastra, other art forms in use is the second topic. Personalities, especially in the list, that is Goswami Tulsidas, Dadabhai Nauroji, Sri Narayan Guru, Bhagwan Birsa Munda, Sardar Vallabhai Patel, Sir Chettur Shankaran Nair. Awards, Nobel Awards, Nobel Prize 2000, Nobel Prize in Literate, Padma Awards, Major Dhyanachandra Khel Ratna Awards, Pulitzer Prize, Magsaysay Award, National Film Fare Awards, International Booker Prize, Rashtriya Vigyana Puraskar, Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. Next topic is tribes in use. On the other side, there is miscellaneous topics that covers important historical events in the history, that is 150 years of Arya Samaj, 100 years of Kakori train action, 100 years of self-respect movement, Vaikom Satyagraha, Santal rebellion, festivals in news. Next concept is sports. In that sports, Commonwealth Games, International Chess Federation Chess Championship. Other sports related news: World Test Championship, ICC World Cup, Cricket, World Boxing Championship 2025, Speed Skating World Championship 2025, World Para Athletic Championship. Next concept is government schemes, programs, and bodies. GI products. Second concept is zonal cultural centers, National Archives of India. Other important news are Buddhism, Pipra relics, Bimbiana Buddhas, Jainism, Santara, INSV, Kaundiya and Dhakai method, emblems and names, Act 1950, Agams, Kailash Manusarovar, Servants of India Society, Virtual Museum of Stolen Cultural Objects, Share the Script, and there is seventh concept is it covers appendix, that is UNESCO's World Heritage Sites in India. Second one is historical ports of India, traditional harvest and New Year festivals in India. So to begin with, the first concept, that is sites, monuments, and temples. 44th UNESCO World Heritage Site in India. Why it is in news is Maratha military landscapes of India, that is 12 forts, has been added to UNESCO's World Heritage Sites, listed as 44th site from India. About Maratha military landscape, what is the concept is, there are total 11 forts in the state of Maharashtra and one fort in Tamil Nadu. The diverse and strategic locations are like they are situated across Sahyadri Mountains, Konkan Coast, Deccan Plateau, and Eastern Ghats. Okay, these 12 major forts are located around Sahyadri mountain ranges, Konkan coast, Deccan Plateau, and Eastern Ghats. Related to evolution of this concept, 17th century, during the reign of Maratha king, who is that Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and continued through the subsequent rules of Peshwas until 19th century, it became the strategic military vision and architectural of Maratha Empire. Key forts of Maratha military landscapes, that is Shivneri Hill Fort. It is the birthplace of Shivaji Maharaj. Raigad Hill Fort. It was formerly known as Murumdev, that is based on mountain Murumba on which it was built. It was the first capital of Maratha Empire. It was one of the 12 forts that Shivaji Maharaj kept when he signed the Treaty of Purandar in 1665. Raigad Hill Fort. It was selected by Chhatrapati Shivaji for his second capital for its strategic and impregnable locations. At Raigad Fort, the golden throne of Hai Dev Swaraj was established. The fort was reconstructed by Shivaji in 1662 to include the palace of King, a marketplace, rainwater harvesting system, and administrative facilities. Key coastal forts of this topic are the backbone of Maratha naval strength was not their fleet but an integrated network of coastal forts that served as a vital supply depots and place of refuge. Along the fleet of replenished resources, they safely kept the wartime and rough monsoon season. Vijayadurga, that is Shivaji captured this fort from Adil Shah of Bijapur and renamed it as Vijayadurga. It was called Eastern Gibraltar as it was virtually impregnable. Khanderi Island Fort, it is built during the reign of Maratha King Shivaji in 1679 to keep check on Siddhis at Murad Janjira Fort. Others are Sindhudurg Island forts and Suvarnadurga Island forts. About Maratha Empire. Regarding the foundation of Maratha Empire, with the rise of Chhatrapati Shivaji in 1674, carved out of an independent Maratha kingdom from various Deccan states in 17th century. It dominated the large portion of India during 17th and 18th century. Capitals of this Maratha Empire are as Raigad Fort, Jinji, Satara, and Pune. Good morning. Administration, as it was known as Ashtapradhan, was formed by Shivaji. It consisted council of 8 ministers. Thank you. Peshwa. The under Ashtapradhanas there were Prime Minister was named as Peshwa, Finance Minister was named as Amata, Secretary was called Sachiv, Interior Minister was Mantri, and Commander in Chief was Senapati, Foreign Minister was called Sumant, Chief Justice was called Nyadiksh, High Priest was known as Pandit Rao. Revenue policy were like they had some tax systems, they are Sardeshmukhi. 10% tax was imposed upon revenues of the entire Maratha kingdom. So wherever the Maratha kingdom was spread, there were 10% tax was imposed on that. That is known as Sardeshmukhi. And Chowth, the another form of tax, which is called which is one fourth of the total revenue from neighboring chieftains whose territories did not form a part of Maratha kingdom. Okay, then why did this? When did this Maratha kingdom came to like a decline of the Maratha kingdom? It was with the defeat of Third Battle of Panipat with Ahmad Shah Abdali in 1761 and three Anglo-Maratha wars were the main reasons for the decline of this Maratha Empire. The next comes about the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. World Heritage Sites. It is any of the areas. How does this World Heritage Sites are selected? Any of the areas or objects inscribed in UNESCO World Heritage List designated as having outstanding universal value under World Heritage Convention of 1972. These sites are selected under three categories: cultural, natural, and mixed. India's position in this World Heritage Sites is globally India stands sixth and it is second in Asia Pacific region in the terms of number of World Heritage Sites. India has total of 44 World Heritage Sites, that is classified as 36 cultural World Heritage Sites and 7 natural World Heritage Sites and 1 is a mixed World Heritage Sites. International body to protect and preserve such sites are that is World Heritage Center, which is located in Paris, France, which was established in 1992, and it is the focal point and coordinator within the UNESCO for all the matters of World Heritage. Criteria for selection of these World Heritage Sites are the sites must have this outstanding universal value and they must meet at least one of the 10 selection criteria masterpiece of the human creative genius exhibiting a important interchange of human values. Criteria for a selection that is over, then each year every state party can nominate only one site for consideration by World Heritage Committee for inclusion. Only countries that have signed the World Heritage Convention can submit the nomination proposals. Okay, those who have signed the World Heritage Convention, they can only submit the proposals, and that too only one proposal can be sent each year. The evaluation process of the nomination can be done by International Council of Monuments and Sites, that is ICOMOS, and International Union of Conservation of Nature, that is IUCN. International Union for Conservation of Nature, that is done. Final decision is made by World Heritage Committee, that is India is a member of World Heritage Committee for the term 2021 to 25. So this is done. Next, tentative list of UNESCO's World Heritage Convention. Why this is in news is there are 8 places in news from India. They were added in the tentative list of UNESCO's World Heritage Convention from April to December 2025. More on news is this is the mandatory requirement before the inscription of any property on World Heritage List. There are presently 69 Indian sites in UNESCO's tentative list. They are as follows. 8 Indian sites added in tentative list are: first one, natural heritage of Erra Matti Diblu or sand red sand dunes. They are from belongs to the location Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. They were first documented in 1886 by British geologist William King. They represent the unique coastal geomorphical and paleoclimatic setup. They are declared as a Geoheritage Monument by Geological Survey of India in 2016. Composed of sand, silt, and clay with reddish color from the natural oxidation. Second one among the list is Meghalayan age caves. That is, they are from the location Meghalaya. They are some of the world's longest caves, and they host impressive stalagmites, fossils, rare cave dwelling species. Mumlao cave is listed among the global first 100 geologically important sites in the world. The third one among the concept is natural heritage of Tirumala Hills, that is Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh, is one amongst the Indian sites in the tentative list for this World Heritage Convention. So about the natural heritage of Tirumala Hills, the hills is from it forms the part of Seshachalam Biosphere Reserve and Venkateshwara National Park. The fourth one among the list is natural heritage of Varkala, that is in Kerala. Varkala coast is noted for its scenic beauty, unique literate formations, fossil bearing rocks, and cultural significance as a pilgrimage destination. Fifth one is Deccan Traps at Panchgani and Mahabaleshwar. Okay, coming to this beautiful location, which is from Maharashtra, they form the part of Koina Wildlife Sanctuary in Western Ghats. Sixth one is geological heritage of Saint Mary Island cluster, that is in Karnataka. These sites are protected by coastal regulation zones, that is the act rules are found for a CRZ, coastal regulation zones of Government of India, and have been declared as National Geological Monument by Geological Survey of India. The seventh one among the list is Naga Hill Ophiolite. It is from Nagaland. This belt displays a section of ocean crust and mantle thrust onto the land, crucial evidence of tectonic plate movement and earth's internal process. Okay, why this is very important is it describes two geographical phenomena, that is it is offering the crucial evidence of tectonic plate movements that was one of the reason for formation of this earth was so far believed in the theories that were given by many people. So this place becomes very important in that significance. The next one is Salkun Fossil Park, that is in Uttar Pradesh. This location is at Kaimur Range, which is part of Vindhya Range adjacent to Kaimur Wildlife Process Sanctuary. It is one of the oldest and most well preserved sites in the world fossil fuels dating approximately 1.4 billion years. Okay, this has this fossil park. It is very important because it has a fossil dating approximately 1.4 billion years. This site's fossil assemblage features assemblage features stromatolites which are created by communities of cyanobacteria, okay, or they are known as blue-green algae also. So this is the record of great oxidation event that has occurred in the atmosphere. So this is about the first tentative list and world heritage sites. Next, the concept name is UNESCO's Creative City of Gastronomy. Why it is in news is Lucknow, which has been designated as Creative City of Gastronomy by UNESCO, becoming second Indian city after Hyderabad. So, what about history behind this is Nawab Asafuddullah relocated the Awad's capital to Lucknow. Okay, Lucknow, why it is in history of Lucknow is it was who? That is Nawab Asafuddullah who relocated Awad's capital to Lucknow in 1775. It was nicknamed as the Constantinople of East. Why this much important is being for the hub of poetry, music, and fine arts. This is why the Lucknow was named as the Constantinople of East. It's also known as the Golden City of India for its refinement and Epicurean excellence. Okay, it is also called Golden City of India and it is named as Constantinople of the East, first of its kind. Here we are hearing under the royal patronage, the slow cooked dumb cook technique was master for kormas, biryanis, shermal, and shahi tadka. The other key features of Lucknow city, the Lucknow, why it is important is architectural synthesis. It is the city with the fusion of Mughal and Awadhi architectural traditions. Okay, this is great point. Example, there are architectures Bara Imamra, Chota Imamra, Rumi Darwaza, Bhul Bulaiya, etc. Now the features are the use of fish motif, especially on the gates, the chatars, bardaris, the 12-door pavilions, and Laukari bricks. Next, intangible assets. Lucknow cuisine, a combination of Mughlai and Awadhi customs, Urdu poetry and ghazals, traditional dance like Kathak, and traditional craft of chicken curry embroidery. These are all the intangible assets of this Lucknow city. About UNESCO Creative Cities Network, UCCN. The establishment was recognized by UNESCO's flagship city program established in 2004. UCCN application process, that is how it is done is State's Directorate of Tourism submits a city nomination to the Ministry of Culture, followed by Government of India selecting a city as country's official entry. The UCCN makes a call for application every 2 years. Okay, in every 2 years, when the applications are called by UCCN, the what happens? Process of selection is the state directions of tourism submits a nomination to the Ministry of Culture, which is followed by Government of India. The selection is done at its entry. The objectives are to promote the culture and creativity driven urban development. UCCN covers 8 creative fields. Okay, how the selection is done or what are the things that are covered under this UCCN are architecture, crafts and folk arts, designs, films, gastronomy, literature, music and media arts. These are the 3 topics done. So next concept is Chodagangam Lake. Chodagangam Lake, Tamil Nadu government announced to develop 1,000-year-old Chodagangam Lake in a Gangai Konda Cholapuram. Okay. More on this is concept is the announcement was made during Adi Tiruthirai festival, which commemorates the 1,000 years of Rajendra Chola's maritime expedition on Southeast Asia and construction of Gangai Konda Chola temple. Okay, in the Chola's rule, we have heard about one of the most famous ruler king, that is Rajendra Chola. It was the Gangai Konda Cholapuram, the place where he built the lake. So he was the person who had stretched his maritime expedition to Southeast Asia. So Tamil Nadu government has announced this concept, that is Gangam Lake, as 1,000-year-old Cholagangam Lake with the Gangaikonda Cholapuram. Next, it honors the Tamil Shaiva Bhakti traditions, 63 Nayanmars, saint poets supported by the Chola dynasty, and highlights Shaiva Siddhanta philosophy. About Gangaikonda Cholapuram, the place where the Chola Gangam Lake is to be built, is known as Golden Lake and Liquid Pillar of Victory. It is recognized as the largest ancient man made lake in India. Okay, we got the point. Largest ancient man made lake in India is Chola Gangam Lake. The holy water was brought from Ganga and poured into the lake and was named Chola Gangam. This location is Ariyular district of Tamil Nadu, India. The construction of this lake was done by Rajendra Chola I. Rajendra Chola I, in regarding his rule, he ruled from 1014 to 1044 CE. He was the son of Rajaraja I, the most powerful Chola ruler who became king in 1985 CE. He conquered the Ganga Valley, earning the title Gangai Konda Cholan. Chola who conquered the Gangas. It is mentioned in the Tirulangara copper plates. He led successful naval expeditions against Sri Lanka and powerful Sri Vijaya Empire in Southeast Asia. The name Sri Vijayapuram for the ANN Islands capital is inspired by this victory. Water source for this. The canal connects lake to Kolidam River, distributor of Kaveri River. Structure. It is strengthened with the lateral stones which was built in elliptical shape. The purpose of building this lake was to supply drinking water to Gangaikonda Cholapuram and irrigation. About Imperial Chola dynasty. Okay, it was called Imperial Chola dynasty, which they had ruled from 9th to 13th century. Beginnings, they started as a minor chiefs in Urayur under Pallavas. The Cholas rose to power in 9th century under Vijay, Vijayala Chola, whereas the early Cholas of Sangam period were mentioned for first time in the 2 and 13th rock edicts of Ashoka. The key inscriptions are Uttarmayur inscriptions detailed the Chola administrations and elections. About the Chola administration, the kingdom was divided into the number of provinces known as mandalams. The mandalams in turn were divided into Valanad and Nadu. The next administrative subdivisions were Kurams and Kutams. Okay, first comes 9 to 13th century, the Chola dynasty ruled. So earlier they were as a minor chiefs in Urayur under the Pallavas. Then they rose to the power under Vijayala Chola in 9th century, where the famous edicts of Ashoka, that is in the edict 2 and rock edicts of second and 13th rock edicts describes about early Cholas of Sangam period. The key inscriptions of this period are Uttar Mayur inscriptions. They talk about the Cholas administration and elections. Coming to the administration of Cholas, the kingdom was earlier divided into basic provinces, yeah, which were there are mandalams. Thus, mandalams were further divided into Valanadus and Nadus. The next administrative subdivisions of this were Kurams and Kotams. In the Cholas, local self governance was the village assembly known as Ur or the Sabha, whose members were elected by lot known as Kuduolai system. Tax system was Vetti, that is forced labor on the forced labor, then Kadamai, that is land revenue. Two tax system, one is Vetti and other is Kadamai. Kadamai is the land revenue, Vetti is a forced labor. Maritime situation, that is powerful navy. Rajendra Chola established a powerful navy further. strengthened by Rajendra Chola. Most prominent example, that is naval expeditions against Sri Vijaya Empire in Southeast Asia in 1025 CE. How those diplomatic and trade relations were with they were with strong with Sri Lanka, China, Maldives, and Southeast Asia. Famous ports of this empire were Mahabalipuram, Kaveri Pamputinam, also known as Pompuhara or Korkai. Cultural marvels are splendid temples, the great living Chola temple, that is Gangaikonda Cholapuram, Araivastvara, and Bruhadeshwara are the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So sculptures, they are known as exquisite bronze sculpture, especially the icon Nataraja belongs to this imperial Chora empire. Important Chola temples are Tanjavur district, the location of Brihadeshwar temple, which is in the Tanjavur district, which has Dravidian architectures. The chief deity here is Lord Shiva. The time period of this temple is 1010 AD, which was built by Rajaraja Chola I. It is also known as Puruvaider Koeli. UNESCO, it is also recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Site. The special features of this temple are the temple inscriptions and frescoes narrate the tale of rise and decline of city's fortune. Okay, one is Brihadeshwar temple, that is in Tanjavur district, which was having the Dravidian architecture. The chief deity is Shiva, which was built by Rajaraja Chola I, and which is 1010 AD, and it is also UNESCO World Heritage Site. The second temple is Gangaikonda Cholapuram temple, which is located in Gangaikonda Cholapuram, which is also Dravidian architecture, belongs to deity Shiva. 1035 AD, built by Rajendra I, built by King Rajendra I to commemorate his North Indian conquests, and this is also UNESCO's World Heritage Site. The third temple is Airavateshwara Temple. It is located in Tanjavur district. It is architecture is Dravidian with the main stonework resembles a chariot, which is belongs to Lord Shiva. 12th century, the period of this temple, built by Rajaraja Chola II, which is named as Airavata and after the majestic white elephant of Lord Indra. It is recognized as UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. The other temples in news are Sri Shailam Mallikarjuna Swami Temple, which is located in Andhra Pradesh on Nalamalai Hills along with the Krishna River. It is dedicated to Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. It is both Jyotirlinga and Shaktipita. It is patronized initially by Shatvana dynasty and later by Rashtrakuta dynasty, and then continued by Vijayanagar rulers. The first important temple is Sri Shaila Mallikarjun temple, which is located in Andhra Pradesh on the Nalaimala hills along the Krishna river. It is dedicated to Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. It is both Shivalinga, Jyotirlinga and Shaktipita also. It is patronized earlier by initially as Shatvana dynasty rulers and later on by Rashtrakuta rulers, and thirdly it continued by recognized pattern was by Vijayanagar rulers. Second temple was Simhachalam temple, whose location is in Andhra Pradesh. It is Varha Lakshmi Narasimha temple. It is a Hindu temple located in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. The deity here is incarnation avatar of Vishnu, which is known as Narasimha, the man lion. Okay, it combines the Orishan and Chalukya features of temple construction. The history here is it has the inscription from 1098 to 99 during reign of Chola king Kulatunga I. Third temple is Kheer Bhavani temple, which is located in near Srinagar, Jammu Kashmir. Prime goddess here is goddess Ragnya Devi, an incarnation of goddess Durga, which was built by Maharaja Rana Pratap around 1912, which was later embellished and renovated by Maharaja Hari Singh. Next, it has the speciality of the temple is it has a hexagonal spring is present at the center of the temple, which is known for its sacred water. The temple and the festival are named after the sweet dish kheer distributed as prasada to devotees coming here. The temples in news in the world are Wat Pho Temple. It is Buddhist temple located in Ratanakosin Island, Bangkok. Second one is Priya Vihar Temple. Priya Vihar Temple. It is an ancient Lord Shiva temple atop the Drangkring Mountains, straddling Thai-Cambodian border. In 2008, it is listed as UNESCO World Heritage Site in Cambodia. These are about the temples and all. Next, agriculture in Indus Valley civilization is the topic. Why it is a news is a new radiocarbon dating study has proposed to revise the age of Mehergar, the South's oldest known Neolithic farming settlement in Pakistan, is from 8000 BC to 5200 BCE. Why agriculture in IVC is in news is crops cultivated here were wheat, barley, sesame, cotton, dates, rice, grapes, and leguminous plants. Agriculture techniques and tools here used were wooden plow, wheeled carts, grid pattern, suggesting mixed cropping. These are the features. Next one is advanced irrigation, that is gubber bonds, canals, wells were supported year-round cultivation during the dry seasons. About the Mehergar archaeological site, why it is a news is it is a Neolithic site which is located at the mouth of Bolan Pass, which is present day Balochistan, that is in Pakistan. Evidence continues as occupation for more than 3 millennia prior to Harappan civilization. Early farming village, domestication of wheat and barley and cattle. Earliest known example of cotton in the old world. Okay, when the in the world it was first known to have cotton. Earliest known example of cotton in the world, and it was famous for domestication of wheat and barley and cattle. Found well preserved remains of mud brick structures, burials, potteries called Togao, etc. Other important IVC sites are Harappa, the features of granary, large granary, an assembly hall, and the famous artifacts and the dancing girl, bronze statue, priest king are the important locations of Harappa. Mohenjo-daro, the other major urban center known for the great bath and sophisticated urban planning. Third one is Dolavira. Dolavira is notable for its unique water harnessing system and tripartite division of city. Next one is Lothal, known for discovery of dockyard indicating maritime trade. Others are Kalibangan, which is floor fields and fire altars were found. Raggiri, which is the largest IVC in India, largest Indian Indus Valley civilization site is Raggiri. Ragheri. Next in is Gundaram inscriptions. The 11 inscriptions found in Gundaram Reserve Forest, Telangana, provide crucial insights into early Deccan cultural political landscape. That is from 1st century to 6th BC, especially regarding Shatavana period. The key findings here are Hartipura inscription, Hartiputra inscription written in Brahmi script. It suggests a political alliance between Shatavana and Chutu dynasties. Chutus were contemporaries of Shatavana dynasty. The Trident and Damaru inscription, a unique inscription with a trident and Damaru, marks the earliest known religious iconography in South Asia. It indicates an early association of political authority with symbolic religious elements. About the Shatavana rulers who had ruled from 2nd century BC to 2nd century CE. They are also known as Andhras, Shatavahanas. They were a dynasty that succeeded the Mauryas in Deccan region, including present-day Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Maharashtra. Prominent rulers of Shatavahana dynasty are Simuka. He established the Shatavahana and ruled over overthrowing the Kanwa dynasty. Gautamiputra Shatakarni, the Shatavahana dynasty reached its zenith under Gautamiputra Shatakarni. He is celebrated for his military successes against the Shakas. They are called as Western Satrapas for consolidating Shatavahana's power. Nasik and Nanagad inscription threw much light on their Putta Shatakarni. Next ruler is Hala, who was famous for his book Gata Shaptasati, written in Prakrit language. Many Shatvana kings used their mother's name in their name, unlike other dynasties. Shatavanas were among first Indian dynasties to issue coins bearing the portraits of their rulers. Dhanyakataka was a key Buddhist settlement during Shatavana period. The other sites in news as after this is Nalanda University, which was founded in 5th century by Emperor Kumargupta of Gupta dynasty. The nature of this Nalanda University is, which is ancient center of higher learning in Bihar, that is Rajgir. Earlier Bihar was known as Rajgir, along with Takshila and Vikramshila. As Vikramshila and Takshila we know from ancient time, this is also the ancient center of higher learning. First residential university in the world is Nalanda University. Now it is UNESCO World Heritage Site also. The patrons here were Harshavardhana of Kanauj, 7th century, Pala rulers 8th to 12th century. Scholars, scholars there, it attracted scholars from China, Korea, Japan, Tibet, Mongolia, Sri Lanka, and Southeast Asia. Example, Chinese scholar Xunzing had visited Nalanda University. Why did this decline happen with regard to Nalanda University? From 9th century onward, due to tantric developments in Buddhism under Pala Empire, that was the main reason for decline. Ultimately, it was destroyed around 1200 CE by Bakhtiyar Khilji, who attacked on this peaceful university. These all are the places in use. Next, sculptures, paintings, and other forms of art. In that topic, we'll see Bhagavad Gita and Natya Shastra, and also other forms of arts in use. That is about Kashmiri Pashmina shawl, which has received GI tag due to its unique traditional processes. Next is Bidri ware vases. They are from Bidar, Karnataka. Feature of this are zinc copper alloy bases that GI tag. Silver filigree purse, that is from Odisha. That is Tarakasi work. It also got the GI tag. Miniature Ambavari elephant, which is from West Bengal. Polished synthetic ivory, which is also recognized, which is currently under hold as a geographical indication tag. Next one is Dokra art. Dokra art is metal casting craft lost using lost wax technique from the Indus Valley civilization. It belongs to the tribes of Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Odisha, and Jharkhand. Next is Sohere art, is a mural tradition of Jharkhand. Next, it got GI tag in 2020. Pattachitra art is a traditional cloth-based scroll painting originated from Odisha, which is recognized as GI from 2008. Pattu art is a folk painting stitched onto the scroll, originated in West Bengal. It is bagged a GI tag as well. Personalities, famous personalities, we have to list Goswami Tulsidas. Awadh dialect, included in UNESCO's Memory of World Pacific Regional Register. He composed Vinay Pitika and Kavitavali in Braj dialect of Hindi. Other major works of Goswami Tulsidas were Geetavali, Dohavali, Janaki Mangala, Parvati Mangala, Barwai Hanuman Chalisa, and others. Bhakti movement. Tulsidas was a reformer and philosopher from Ramanandi Sampradaya in the lineage of Jagadguru Ramanandacharya. He was a Vaishnava Hindu saint and a poet of Sudana Bhakta tradition. He was a devotee of Lord Rama. He is also believed in Nirguna, the devotion of formless, abstract God. Suguna are not opposed to each other. Okay. Temple building, he established a Sankatamoshan temple dedicated to Lord Hanuman at Varanasi. Ram Leela, it is a traditional theatrical performance of Ramayana based on Tulsidasa Ramacharita Manasa. Ram Leela is on UNESCO's representative list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Okay, so overall summary is Tulsidas, the one of the great saint of our land. He who wrote the Ramacharita Manas in Awadhi dialect in Hindi. He wrote he built the Sankatamochan temple of Hanuman at Varanasi. He has given a great contribution to this Bhakti movement. So this is 500. This year marks the 500th birth anniversary of Goswami Tulsidas. Next is Dadabai Nauroji. It is recently news that 200th birth anniversary of Dadabai Nauroji. He is known as Grand Old Man of India and unofficial ambassador of India. He became the founder member of Indian National Congress. He was a professor in Gujarat University College London. He became the first to be appointed as full professor of Elphinstone College for the spread of women's education. He was a social reformer who promoted the women's education. He spread the reformist ideas founded by Rast Goftar newspaper and co-founded Rumnai Mazdai Sin Sabha and economic. He wrote the famous theory highlighted how British policies drained the India's wealth through taxation, salaries, pensions, and remittance. That is named as drain of wealth theory. Major literary works are Poverty of India, Poverty and the British Rule in India. His efforts to appointment of Royal Commission to India, the Welby Commission, inquire the financial policy of Indian government. He was the member of the team. He also started a newspaper called Voice of India. Political contributions are he was a moderate leader. He was a firm believer in political democracy and advocated the constitutional and peaceful methods like petitions, prayers, and protests to the achieve the freedom. He founded the London Indian Society in 1865, East India Association in 1866, first Indian MP in British Parliament. He was elected as Liberal Party. He was elected for Liberal Party in Central at 1892 general elections. He declared Swaraj, self-government, as a concrete political goal of Indian National Congress in 1906. Education contributions are universalization of elementary education. This was the first effective step in introducing compulsory primary education. He, along with Jyotiba Phule, put forward demand for 4 years of compulsory primary education before Indian Education Commission, that is Hunter Commission in 1882. The third most important person in news is Sri Narayan Guru. Why news? The president inaugurated the observance of Mahasamadhi centenary of Sri Narayan Guru in Kerala. Birthplace of Sri Narayan Guru, his birth period was 1856 to 1928. Birthplace was near present day Thiruvananthapuram to Eruva family. He is a backward untouchable community in caste-ridden Kerala society. He was a saint, philosopher, poet, spiritual leader, and social reformer who revolted against caste system. He is commonly known as Guru Devan among his followers. His teachings are he emphasizes self-purification, simplicity, and universal love. He emphasized the principle of one caste, one religion, one God for all human beings. Real liberation comes from knowledge and compassion, not from blind faith, are his words. He considered education as the only means to human progress and prosperity and kill the social evils like superstitions and unhealthy traditions. He advocated equal opportunity for women and became the begin the number of schools all over Kerala. He founded Advaita Ashram at Aduva in 1913. Thus, ashram dedicated to Om Sahodaryam Sarvatra, all men are equal in eyes of God. The famous temple entry movement. He launched the Aruvipuram Aruvipuram movement in 1888 for equal rights to temple entry, breaking the centuries old barriers of caste based discrimination in worship. Ejava community, he established an organization later called Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam for upliftment of Ejava community in 1903. Has an ideology of protest against the Brahminical values of system of hierarchy and pollution. Vaikom Satyagraha, he lent support to the non-violent Vaikom Satyagraha for temple entry of lower caste Hindus in 1924 to 25 in Travancore. His works were Anukamba Dashakam, Brahma Vidya Panchakam, Asramam, Vadrakalishtakam, Atmopadesha Shatakam, Advaita Deepaka, Daiva Dashakam, etc. are his works. Next famous personality in rule under the news is Bhagwan Birsa Munda. Why is in news is the nation observed Janajatiya Gaurava Divas to commemorate the 150th birth anniversary of the freedom fighter and the tribal leader Bhagwan Birsa Munda. Born in Udhatu Kunti Kunti district, Jharkhand, in 1875, belonged to Munda tribe of Chota Nagpur Plateau area, which is in present-day Jharkhand. Teachings and beliefs. Monotheism. He founded a new sect called as Birsaist. Birsa preached belief in one God. He rejected the influence of Christian missionaries and sought the reformed traditional Munda religious practices. More moral discipline, he emphasized cleanliness, hard work, avoiding alcohol, and purity in personal and social life. Death and legacy. Died in Ranchi jail due to cholera in 1900. He is remembered as Bhagwan or God and was given the title of Dharti Abba, Father of Earth. In the honor of his legacy, November 15 is celebrated as Janajatiya Gaurava Divasa, Tribal Pride Day across India. Contributions to colonial resistance. Munda rebellion. Bursa Munda launched the Great Tumult movement, that is Ulgulan movement, Munda rebellion in 1899. Slogan against British rule. About Raj Satrajan, Maharani Raj Tunujana, let the kingdom of Queen be ended and our kingdom be established was the slogan. Causes of this great revolt are Permanent Settlement Act in 1793 that abolished the Kankati system, that is joint land holdings or communal ownership by forestal clearers. Breakdown of traditional systems and institutions, economic and social exploitation. Beth Bagari, forced unpaid labor was imposed on tribals. Objectives of revolt were overthrow the British rule, expel the outsiders, restore the traditional Munda control over the land, establishment of India a Munda state under Birsa Raja. Outcomes of this movement was repeal of Begar system. It reduced the forced labor. Chota Nagpur Tenancy Act. This law prohibits the transfer of tribal land to non-tribal people and protect their ownership rights over the land. The next most important famous personality was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, recently the Prime Minister paid tribute to the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel on his 150th birth anniversary. Since 2014, the day is observed as Rashtriya Ekta Divas, National Unity Day. Brief about the life of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Born on October 31st, 1875, in Nadhaid of Gujarat. His father, Jebar Bhai, served in Rani Lakshmibai Jhansi's army and participated in the revolt of 1857. His career was he passed his matriculation in 1897 and he pursued law in England. After completing law in 1913, he returned to India and established his practice at Ahmedabad. Key positions held by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel are he was elected to Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation as Sanitization Commissioner in 1917. He was nominated and elected as president of newly formed Gujarat Pradesh Congress Committee in 1920. He was elected president of Ahmedabad Municipal Board in 1924. He was elected as a president of Karachi session of the Congress in 1931, where resolutions regarding the fundamental rights and economic policy were passed. Elected to the Constituent Assembly from Bombay on the Congress party ticket. He served as a chairman of Provincial Constitution Committee to discuss the model provincial constitution determining the system of form of government. Served as member of advisory committee on fundamental rights, minorities and tribal excluded areas. He served as Home and Information Broadcast Minister in interim government. He served as first Home and Deputy Prime Minister of independent India. Honors, he was posthumously awarded a Bharat Ratna in 1991. Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat was initiative announced on October 31st, 2015 during Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's 140th birth anniversary. Statue of Unity was inaugurated in 2018 in Kevadia, Gujarat as an ode to Sardar Patel. Key contributions of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, that is Kheda Satyagraha in 1918. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's political journey began with association with Mahatma Gandhi during Kheda Satyagraha. He led the peasants, refusing to pay tax due from famine and hardships, making his first major victory against the colonial territories. Non-cooperation movement. In 1919-20, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was given the task of leading movement in Gujarat. Now, Bardoli Satyagraha 1928 was were the major contributions in the annexation of Junagadh, Kashmir, and Hyderabad. He integrated Junagadh in 1948 to the India in the favor of people casting their votes. Kashmir, convincing Raja Hari Singh to sign the Treaty of Instrument of Accession. Hyderabad into Operation Polo. So these were the major contributions of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Next is Sri Chettur Shankar Nair. Recently, Prime Minister hailed the distinguished Indian lawyer, judge, statesman Sri Chettur Shankaram Nair, who played a pivotal role in India's freedom struggle. His career as president of Indian National Congress, he was a member of Madras Legislative Council. He was advocate general to the government of India till 1908. He was a permanent judge at Madras High Court in 1908. He was president of Indian Central Committee for Simon Commission Corporation in 1928. He was awarded as Commander of Indian Empire by the King Emperor in 1904. He received the knighthood in 1912. His contributions, he wrote two famous uh, minutes of uh, minutes of dissent and dispatches on Indian constitutional reforms. Gandhi and Anarchy were written by him. Key contributions: landmark judgment, that is Bhudsena versus Fatima, upheld the conversion to Hinduism and ruled such converts were not outcast. Justice for Jallianwala Bagh took the clear stand against Michael Dwyer, Lieutenant Governor of Punjab, in his role in 1919 massacre. National vision: he supported the Dominion status for India in the first stage and regarded complete independence to be achieved in the second stage. About Jallianwala Bagh massacre in March 1999, India expected self-governance after World War One. The British enacted Revolt Act. The Gandhiji launched the Satyagraha movement in the protest against the act. So these were the background, and events led to April 9, 1919. Dr. Kichlu and Dr. Satyapal were arrested for the leading peaceful protest against the Revolt Act in Amritsar. April 10, 1919, protesters marched to demanding their release, and British forces opened fire, causing the several deaths and injuries. The massacre happened on April 13, 1999. In spite of Brigadier General Dyer's orders prohibiting the unlawful assembly, people gathered at Jallianwala Bagh on Baisakhi. The two resolutions were to be discussed. Awards, Major Dhyanchand Awards, Pulitzer Prize, Megasis Award, National Film Awards, International Booker Prize, Bano Mustaq recognized, wins the International Booker Prize in Kannada short story collection Heartland. Nice, great achievement. Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar, Indira Gandhi Peace Puraskar. Next concept is tribes in use. Can be discussed in the later section. We have almost completed 50% of this topic. Thank you one and all who have joined the live and who have commented. Thank you so much for the support.